so now we have started the stream. Just give me a moment here because I'm going to reset the system just so people can see the Dreamcast boot up. Yes, as you can see, I'm doing Grand Theft Auto 3 here on the Sega Dreamcast. I turn it down so I can pay attention. I don't know which is louder and which is quiet. Okay, well, I'll figure that out once I get in game. Yes, welcome to the stream. I had said I'm going to be doing Grand Theft Auto 3 on the Dreamcast, as you can see in the picture. I do not have my Dreamcast here to show you that it's playing, but I am using the Dreamcast GD-ROM to play the game. Of course, I'm running off a CDR because, well, we don't have the equipment to put the game on a GDR. So, here we are. We're in the game. And hey, we can check out some options and stuff like that. You can set up your controller, and of course there's your first bug. I can't see anything there, so we're just going to get out. Apparently you can use keyboard and mouse. I believe you can do that with this port, so you grab yourself your awesome Dreamcast keyboard or mouse, and you can play with a keyboard or mouse. And as you can hear, you can listen to music and stuff, which we're going to turn on completely off. It doesn't seem to work really well inside the... Well, hopefully I can turn that off in game. That'll be great, because that contains copyrighted music. So that's the first bad thing there. You can set up your display as well. Of course, there's a couple of things missing. So note that this is an alpha, and who knows how complete this will get, because it is being made by, generally normal people. This is not an official release, obviously. This is a homebrew release. So now we're here in the graphics setup. You can play in 640 by 480. There is no other resolutions to select from, because the Dreamcast only actually supported, 320 by 240 and 640 by 480 in progressive. So yeah, and of course it's 16 color, I guess, and of course it does support widescreen. It's a little buggy, as you can see from the first part there when it gets to there. So we're going to play it in 4:3 because yeah, it's a little messy, as you can see on the screen. It's not as full screen as it should be. Dreamcast aspect ratio with certain VGA adapters are a little messy. There's the frame limiter, frame sync. We just want to keep all that to normal. Now trails, I don't know too much about any of that, and I don't know what any of this is either. So we're just going to keep that as basic as possible. Like, I'm no developer, so I don't know anything about this stuff. Alright, so we're 8 o'clock into the stream now, and I said that's when we're going to start the stream, so we're going to actually start the game. And I will tell you that the game does actually support saving. I think it's up to 62 blocks it will take from your VMU. So we're going to start a new game, and as you can see, the loading, it does take a little bit to load in. What I'm really hoping for is that none of the radio stations will play because, again, copyrighted music, which means I'll have to end the stream pretty early into the stream anyways. So we'll see. As an alpha, there's going to be a lot of things that you can and can't do, and so you're stuck with what you have. So I don't know how far I'll be able to get into the stream because of the copyrighted music. Now, as you can see in the display, well, I'm pointing at my display, but as you can see on the display, right below my picture, there is the VMU. So it's pretty cool that in its current state in alpha, it shows you all the information of like your frames per second, your how much SH4 is being used, the PVR, which is your graphics, and ARM and VTX, which I don't really know too much about, again, because I'm not a developer. So, yeah, we're just getting loaded into the game here. And here's the first FMV. into the game. I did notice this looked a little off, but I don't know. I haven't really played GTA 3 in a long time, so I can't tell you. I will say what this is compatible with, by the way. On the website, on the guide, it says it is compatible with the GTA 3 remaster, but I have actually the original copy of GTA 3 from Steam, so that's the route I went. And as for the setup, it is quite difficult to do if you're an average gamer. So that's all I'm going to say there. But yeah, you have to use Dream SDK to make the image and compile. I believe compile from source code too. And yeah, I had to do all that work. And of course, there's issues as well using a Dream SDK. And that part is making the image. It's weird because you can make a image for the GDEMU, which allows you to use an uncompressed image. But if you want a compressed image for CD-ROM, I would suggest doing that one instead, which I didn't know you had the option. Like, it doesn't say in the guide to use either or. So first I used the 900 megabyte. What was it? Wasn't it 900 megabyte? Yeah, the 900 megabyte image. And I thought after that it would compress the image, but no. You have to start off. You have to delete the. Well, you have to make sure that you start from. You have a choice of selecting either or is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. So you have the option to select either the uncompressed GD-ROM image or compressed for CD-ROM, and both are in CDI regardless of what you choose, because it's not an officially made game. But boy, like, this looks really good for the Dreamcast, and I will say there is performance issues regarding using the CD-ROM. GDEMU, I was watching a video actually by RGT, and his video showed that the gameplay had a little bit more performance. CD-ROM will get by, but I did notice there was some stuttering, and who knows, maybe that is in the GDEMU version. But with the CDR version, I don't know if you can hear it, but in the background it just keeps loading and loading. So that's the part of the problem with using a CDR version of the game. Alright, so we're getting in here in the game. And the first thing I want to do, because the first thing you do is you get in the car. I want to see if the radios are on, and if I can disable them somehow. I'll probably have to. So here's a thing with the audio is, yeah, it's very, very quiet. So it's kind of good that you have the words at the bottom of the screen for you. So yeah, look at the quality here, okay? Yeah, this is using the original release that was available on Steam, and it still looks rather well. And the controls were made actually really well to be used with a Dreamcast controller. Because note, yes, the Dreamcast controller does not have two joysticks, it only has one. So I like what they did here. All your movement is with the joystick, the one joystick that you have, and then you can get in the car using the Y button. You can run using X and jump with B. No, not X, sorry. X is to move around, which is kind of cool, so you can change the dimension of the camera. A is to run, and B is for jump, and Y is to get in the car. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so we're going to get in the car just to make sure there's no stereo. And it looks like there is. I'm going to see again if I can turn that off. But I don't think that I'll be able to do that. Yeah, it's all the way down. And you can't even... Okay, so there's that. Let's see if I can turn it off from the bottom here. By default. So it is an alpha state, remember, so it's not very easy to disable the sound. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, so you have the choice of choosing that. Yeah, unfortunately, I'll see. Hopefully we can get by. I don't know too much about the music in this game. Maybe it didn't use copyrighted music. I know that Vice City did. Hopefully we're safe on this. Okay. Remember, this was the first 3D game, and it actually sold very well. That I guess we're able to get away with using copyrighted music in newer games because they had the money to actually buy the rights to do that. Of course, we hear music in the background there. It's I have trouble hearing it, but you can hear it. Okay, so as you can see, it is playing fairly well, but of course there's a lot of blur effect and stuff like that too, and that of course again was to add to performance. Of course there was a little bit of stutter there as well. So that again, that may be related to running off of a CDR. If you have GDMU, it should run fairly well. Alright, so giving you the basics of what you can do in the game, and again, you can save your game using the VMU. Just remember to have 62 blocks free. The first time I played this game, I was allowed to, it said I was saving, but I actually wasn't. Whoopsie. And it doesn't tell you that the game didn't save. So remember, before you start the game, to have a VMU that will allow you to save the game. Okay, so it sounds like there's not copyrighted music, so we might be able to get by here, at least I hope. Now, of course, yeah, sometimes, like when you go into the port to get into your mission, it's not always as quick, like it doesn't automatically get into the scene. Sometimes you have to drive into it a little bit more, or backward, reverse and go back in, and it'll go in. Well, we've seen enough of the FMVs. We're going to play more. Now, of course, with the added to the blur, there is issues with graphics as well. So that is going to be a flaw. Like sometimes you'll see some issues with text or some blockage, black squares or stuff like that. You might see that. Like, of course, when we were in the options menu there, you did see a big white square for some reason. Now, again, this is an alpha, so you're going to run into those issues. So, on my screen right now, I see this game is running at about 19 to 20 FPS. And I can tell you, like, a lot of people may not find that a playable frame rate, but it works well. Like it doesn't feel like it's that bad. Of course, you're seeing some stuttering, which again, CD-ROM. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of those flaws in this game. So now we're going to go back up here, and I of course went too far. There's some more stuttering again. So yes, again, if you have a GDMU, which I do not have, it will probably get by a lot better. It is said that the SD adapter works as well, but considering it's said that the frame rate is pretty bad with a SD card, I'm pretty sure it will be worse than it is with the CD-ROM, so that's not the route you want to go. So there we go, we've got another mission done here. Apparently the game is fully playable, so you can beat this game. Of course, again, being that this is an alpha and you can see some of the issues that are already on the screen from stuttering and all that other jazz, the game does crash as well. And I also tried to do a soft reset with the controller, and that is not compatible yet either. So yeah, what ends up happening there is the game will crash, and you'll have to pretty much power off the system and start it again. So now we're going to go into the save area, and you'll see that the game, like, I don't know if you can do multiple saves. Maybe it was compressed that way. So you can see that I already saved the game before. So, you know, I'll use that as an example. We can do just slot 2, see if that works. Maybe the file itself was fit to have multiple saves as well, so hopefully that works out well. And we can see that. I'm going to exit the game, go back to the main menu, and we'll check it out and see if the saves are there. Okay, so there you go. There's a good example, the game crashing. So that's something that will probably be fixed in a future update. So what we're going to do here is turn off the Dreamcast and turn it on again. Here we go. Yes, Andy, it's finally been ported, which is kind of funny because back in the early days, a lot of people wanted this game to get ported, but of course, yeah, Dreamcast, you know, it sadly got discontinued. And then the funny part was, like, I was on a lot of the forums for dcemu.co.uk, DC Emulation, a bunch of Dreamcast homebrew related sites, and people would say, can we get this ported? Can we get this ported? It's like, dude, there's so much work that goes into porting a game, and when it comes to a game like this, it's going to take a lot of, like, very smart people to get this game ported. Look at how many years it took to finally get this game ported to the Dreamcast. And of course, who knows if it will come to a state where it's like, it's going to be 100%, because a lot of work goes into this, and when it's just regular people that have normal lives, it's very hard to envision this ever getting a full complete. But if it does, that'll be pretty cool. Okay, I don't need to be in here. What we wanted to do was go to start game and see if the game actually saved. So we're going to go to load game. Alright, it's taking a little bit. Okay, there we go. So yeah, the other one didn't save. Unfortunately, I believe it is saved to the first slot. Okay, so maybe it copied over the original save that I had, because I can't remember if if this is the save that I had earlier in the day, or if this is the next mission from the mission we just last played. So take that in again. Remember to, like, if you're playing a game, load that game and only use that one game, like that one playthrough for one save. Okay, don't start a new game and do multiple saves. Blah blah blah. You want to play the only from the first part you played. Oh yeah, sorry I haven't done this in a little while. It's just been you know, holidays are all over the place. I'm not a big fan of winter either, so it's hard to get your mind around all that stuff. So yeah, I was a little quiet, but as of this release getting released today, I felt, you know what, I want to be able to do a video on this. So I decided I would do it today. So here we are, loading the game again. And I imagine that the GDEMU might be a little bit faster than this as well. So yeah, this is what most people are doing these days to play the game, or play games, is use the GDEMU, because your GD-ROM is only going to last for so long. And the sad part of that is people spending a lot of money on games that eventually will no longer be able to be played because, well, sadly GD-ROMs are not being made anymore. So we resort to a much better, more futuristic, more modern way of playing games, and that's using a GDEMU. But then what are those discs for that you collect, which I have tons of them. Yeah, so make sure you have a lot of Dreamcasts on your hand, so you know, you have years and years of play. But yeah, eventually they all will come to an end. Alright, so here we are. Perhaps this is the last, or the save from the last mission I played with you guys. Okay, and there's no car here. It didn't save. I don't know too much about that. Oh, it did! Sweet. Cool, cool, cool. So it was probably the save from the last mission that we played here. As you can see, though, it plays fairly well. And I'm pretty happy with it. I can't really hear the music, and I hope it's not being heard too well through the stream either. Again, I don't know if they use copyrighted music in this version of Grand Theft Auto, so maybe it's not a big deal. Alright, so this time we're going to because what I want to do is make sure the camera is with me. So we're going to actually get into I think there's going to be a fight in this next mission. And yeah, there you go. The audio is a little off too. No, it is the full game, Andy. So the GTA 3, the original version from Steam, will work with this, as well as GTA 3 from the remastered edition as well. I'm using the original version of GTA 3. Thought I'd give it a try to see if it worked, because on their website it says this one version will work. Not this one, but the remaster. So yeah, this one does indeed work as well, and I find the graphics to be fairly well. Okay. I might do a cop chase too to see how well those work, because I haven't really tried that in my playthrough of the game. Yeah, but do take note that this game is, it does have its bugs, like it will crash, as you've seen earlier. Yeah, so some points to playing the game, it'll crash, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is the mission here where we have to fight, and you will see that it is a little glitchy. So we're going to get out of the car here, and we'll fight this guy up here, and you'll see how odd it is. Okay, look at how we're like just going all over the place. Okay, so now we're going to take this car. You know, it's an alpha. This game is not supposed to be officially playable on the Dreamcast, but the guys, the developers did get this to work. Of course, two of the developers I do know. Falco, sorry if I get your last name wrong. Geez, I've known you for so long, but I've never been able to pronounce your last name right. Falco Jurgis, I think it's that. Could be Jurgis, could be Jurgis. Sorry, I hope it doesn't offend you at all. But yeah, he's one of them, and my buddy Ian Michael also was part of this as well, which I find is pretty awesome. Okay, so we're just going to go down that other street. But there was a lot of other guys as well, and we'll have a link in the description to the release of this as well. So you'll see the credits of the developers and testers, all that cool stuff. Okay, so now I'm just going to go get this car spray painted. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuttering, so that could be the CDR version. Yeah, it is really impressive. I'm so happy to have this on the Dreamcast. I wasn't really caring about it at the time that people were begging for it, because I'm like, oh, PS2, blah blah blah. It's already on there, it's already on PC, why do people care? But from the technical standpoint of getting this to run on the Dreamcast, and the fact that it was being developed at one point just before the Dreamcast was discontinued, makes it pretty awesome. So I'm happy to see this did get a release. Alright, so that save actually went over the previous save I had, so that's what you have to understand. So do not start a new game and save, or it will overwrite previous save you had. Okay. Is there any copyrighted music in this, Andy? Do you know? Because I don't think there is. I think the first 3D game, they kind of did what GTA 1 and 2 did, and they did their own thing. I don't think we'll run into any issues, as far as I know, because I think people were putting videos on this game, and each and every station has, like, basically independent music and stuff, and it doesn't really play out too long, and my voice is basically covering it, so hopefully it's not too much of a big deal. Okay, so we're going to go and save the game. Yes, and that's something else I have to remind you as well. Remember to save a lot because of the crashing. So we want to do that, I believe, after every mission. So we're going to go and save the game again. I'll put this car in there. Not that I really think that's a good idea because it's not the greatest car in the game, but we'll take it. Okay, there we go, good. Okay, so always saves to slot 1, regardless of you doing slot 2. Now, of course, there's a save down there as well called the exchange. My BIOS is set to 1998, so it's obviously doesn't have the exact year. But yes, remember that slot 1 is the only one that you can use regardless of the other slots, and the save at the bottom was done with by the developers. So there you go. I'm very happy to see this on the Dreamcast. You know, I was part of the homebrew scene a lot back in the early 2000s, and eventually kind of gave up on it. Just because it looked like a lot of the people, the developers that I was friends with, were moving on to newer and better things. So, yeah, that's why I kind of went a different route as well. Now we can keep changing stations, and hopefully we won't run into any issues. Okay. I'll just go up here. Okay. So obviously this game is, you know, immature and not meant for kids, which I should have said at the beginning of the video, but, you know, pretty sure that any adult who's watching this stream right now will understand that this game is not meant for kids. So even though the VMU says it runs, like I said, it's up and down from 20 to about 29 FPS. It really does feel like the performance is really decent, regardless of course, the stutters and stuff, because I'm running on a CD-ROM, and I don't have the new official way of playing games, which is the GDEMU. I may take advantage of that with the other Dreamcast I have. I have a Japanese model, but I don't know if it's a VA0 or VA1, and I believe the VA0s had issues with playing them. At least the VA0 Dreamcast, Japanese version of the Dreamcast. Alright, man. Here we are. Gotta go pick up Misty. So we're gonna use the horn. I can't remember. Okay, there it is. So you just press down on the D-pad. I gotta say, like, using the Dreamcast controller is fairly great to be using in this game. Because, you know, it's not like it was made officially for the Dreamcast, but it feels like something that Take-Two would have done back in the day. Alright, here we go. Take-Two or Rockstar Games, whatever. I'll tell you, my favorite Grand Theft Auto, I really loved Grand Theft Auto 4. I know there's a lot of people who didn't like it because of, I can't remember Nico's brother in the game, but asking to play bowling all the time and all that stuff. A lot of people didn't like that, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun. And the more stuff you did, you unlocked more stuff, so yeah, it wasn't too bad. So yeah, I'm really happy with the setup I did tonight for this stream. I have now tasks on my phone, so I just kind of open it up, and I'm able to see and all the setup I have to do prior to the stream, which is great. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do this, and we'll get it all set up. So yeah, obviously, yes, this uses the PC port, which would generally look a whole lot better. But as mentioned, there's a blur effect to add to better performance of the game as well. So it does run identical to the PS2 version. The textures might be slightly better, and the performance obviously on the PS2 will be a lot better because it actually went through official production. But it's not to say that these guys don't know what they're doing, because they're just smart, and it's pretty amazing at what they do. So this is as far as I went through my last playthrough of the game. We'll play a little more and see how well it plays out. Regardless of the stutters, though, I gotta say this is really playable. I generally enjoy how this is playing. It's pretty playable by what I think of it, anyways. Alright. Okay. Let's see where I can go. Okay. Gotta find Luigi here. And remember, this isn't the real Luigi. Okay. But yeah, they added all the weather effects and all that stuff in too, so that's pretty cool. Like a lot of the things that the Dreamcast originally couldn't handle, you know, like these are things you couldn't see in a 3D game. So they really took advantage of getting this to play, adding the damage to the vehicles, the weather effects. I find that the character movements, they're more swift as well. Very, very playable. It's pretty amazing. Alright. Ammunition is open. Guns, guns, guns. Of course, nowadays we can't even say that word more than twice, and I took advantage of it. Oh no. Actually, I don't think it's that bad. I have up to 6,000 in money, so maybe I will pick up a gun. Why not? Let's check out the gun shop, which is not right here. I thought we were. I decided. Whoopsie. Okay, get in the car. Okay, so we're going to go and get ourselves a new weapon from over here. And you can just walk into the shop. And there we go. Out of stock, out of stock. It doesn't look like there's any other weapons available. It's not like Grand Theft Auto 4. Like I said, it was so long ago that I played this game, so I can't really remember how to buy a weapon. But I guess as you get further into the game, more and more weapons become available to you. And there's some bad luck there. Like I said, that's not officially not official release for the Dreamcast, but I don't know if this is an issue using a GDME, so you'll take it for what it is. I do find there's a little bit of input lag. But that's more or less being due to the frame rate. Okay, I don't know what this is right here. Okay, and these guys have guns. Okay. Okay. Whoa, failed. Wow, I suck. Alright, so yeah, this is GTA 3 on the Dreamcast, man. And I'm using the official Dreamcast controller, as you can see in the picture below there. That is the controller that I'm using. I actually had to clean this before the stream. The start button had a bunch of ooey gooey gunk in it. Gross. But hey, the age of this system, it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, we know all that. You can come back, find healing parts, blah blah blah, get healed at the hospital, etc. Yeah, that's Grand Theft Auto for you. Okay, so now, yeah, so there's some pretty bad stuttering at certain parts, and I don't really know if like there's parts of the game where there's going to be a lot of AI around and stuff like that. Uh, so that might slow down the game. So I suppose like the trailing that you see is what the option is in the menu there that you can disable. I'm going to see if I can disable that, but that might add a hit to the performance. We'll see how that is. So we're going to go to graphics setup and turn off trails. V1 off. Let's see how well it plays. Maybe that's an effect that, you know, puts performance down. Well, it is running at 22 to 23 FPS. Okay, so I can't do this mission yet. Alright. Ew. Yeah, the stuttering might be a little bit more rough with the trails off. I can see that the FPS is actually dipping down to the teens. Alright, we'll see how well it plays with the trails off. I really like how it looks though right now. Like this looks more like the PC version when you disable certain effects. Okay, so we're going to go into the next mission over here. Of course, I'm not on the right side of the wall here, which I thought I was. Alright. Okay, so we're going to get out of the vehicle. I think it generally looks pretty good on the Dreamcast though, and it's just amazing to see it running on the Dreamcast. So there will be more streams. I'm thinking of doing I have one game on my mind that I want to do. I'm not going to give it off just yet, but I like to play a lot of indie stuff and homebrew stuff and PC related homebrew, you know, all that weird stuff. I want people to be able to see these games and appreciate stuff they may have never heard, and of course appreciate the homebrew developers who work on these games as well, because that's what I'm about. Okay, so now we have that car. Okay, so that's part of the mission. Now, there's got to be a weapon I can get from over here, considering the fact it seems like that's what I have to do with this mission, is get a weapon. Go around back of the shop. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, so I have to pay attention a little more. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, so it should be over here, and there we go. Now we got a gun. Now how we are able to shoot. Okay, good. I like that. So there is an auto aim, because the Dreamcast controller is generally not that great to be with first-person shooters too much. Not saying that it's not great to be playing this game on here, but you know, first-person, third-person shooters are very difficult to play on here because, again, we don't have dual joystick. So we do have the auto aim, which uses the left trigger. I'm not very good at this game, so kind of, you know, just deal with what you see. Alright, so I don't see the frame rate being too much worse with the trails off. So I might just leave them off. I think it looks a whole lot better. Okay. Here we go. We gotta catch up to that car, which is right there. And hopefully we were on time. Okay. There it is over there. And we'll eventually catch up to them. There they are. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I want to be able to, you know, aim them. Yep, it is very hard to get a good target on them. Yeah, well, that's alpha again, so you know, it is what it is, and what you're saying is not what the official game would play like. Okay, so obviously we've got full health there. So we got to do that mission over again. It is very difficult to be using, well, playing it in this, with this controller, or these controls. It's not that, to say that it's not playable, and the controls aren't accurate enough, but it's more or less because of the issues with frame rate dropping and stuff like that. And of course the bugs of, like with fighting and aiming and all that, they're pretty bugged. Okay, so we're gonna go to Luigi again. He's over here. Ooh, nasty, nasty. Lots of stuttering. Okay, let's see if there's anything more we can do in there with performance. We have it at 4.3. Frame limiter, I think you want to have on. So we'll add the trails back on again. And we'll keep it on version 3. Missing, I think that was what it was on. I don't know what this is though, so we're going to keep it the way it is there. I think they chose what was best to have for this game, so we'll keep it what it's set to. Alright, and we're still having a little issues with this mission here. More or less, this was just to show that, yes, the Grand Theft Auto 3 was finally released unofficially for the Dreamcast. It's not called Grand Theft Auto 3, well, I mean officially it is, but for the Dreamcast they call it DCA 3, which I imagine means Dreamcast Alpha 3? I don't know. That's what they wanted to call it, that's what we'll put up with. Okay, now I think it'll be easy for us to catch up to them now. Maybe not. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta go and get a weapon again. I gotta eat too much squirrel. You don't want to eat too much of that squirrel. Alright, here we go. Get out of the vehicle. And I think we have to talk to this guy in order for the weapon to unlock. Okay, cool. We'll get out there, go get that weapon, and get back in the vehicle. And here it is. Okay. So the camera is a big nuisance. So let's see, can I use, hold left trigger button to auto target, press right trigger to fire. So you have to do the auto trigger. Okay. Press D or to switch target. Okay, cool. Now we know. Left or right. Okay, okay. Now it looks like the vehicle is actually right behind us, so that's pretty easy for us to do. Still haven't got the cops after us, but if I can beat this mission, I will do that. Okay. 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 And there's some stuttering. Okay. Oh, I didn't even select the weapon. Oh no. There we go. Okay, mission is passed. Sweet. So what I'm going to do now is go save the game, and then we'll see if we can cause some corruption in the city here. Oh, I already unlocked the cop because of the hitting a cop with the car. So, yeah. Alright. Well, thanks for joining the stream here, Andy. Alright, so we're going to go in here and go to save the game. Alright. Busted? What? Okay. That must have been a little bit of a bug there. But the mission is completed, so that doesn't matter. Interesting. Cool. Do you know how that cop got there, Andy? Because I don't. Okay. Yeah, you know. Hey, hey, Troy. You know how alphas work, right? Oh boy. You thought you could get away, but no way, man. Don't go try and save in this game. You're dead, man. You'll get caught. Alright. So I guess those stars you can collect, and that will get rid of the cops. I think that's how it goes. Of course, there's no luck, eh? Like, yeah, man, I can get out of there. Cool. So let's see if I can jump over this. Okay. Is that the jump button? I can't remember what. Oh, that. What is the jump button? Okay, so that's the jump button. Can we jump over the ledge here? Okay. I guess that wasn't implemented. Okay, it kind of was, but not implemented until like a later version of the game. And I'm just going to keep running after that vehicle. And how about we go see the cops? Good idea. Stupid. Stupid. Now, of course, that happens in the game, too. We're just going to keep on driving and get busted again. Oh, man, this is great. Cool, man. You know, when it comes to bugs and stuff in alphas, you just gotta laugh, you know, like, it is what it is. Alright, so, we're gonna go save the game. So, Troy, what do you think of this, man? Like, I'm so amazed to see the Dreamcast be able to play this. Because I even remember back in the old days, a lot of people are like, oh, no, it's not gonna run, it'll never run, stop complaining. Like, I get to a point back then because, like, you know, there was just not as much optimization as there is now. There's just so much you can do to make things run better on older systems, you know? Alright, so we're going to go save the game. I don't know if I'm generally going to even want to try and beat this on the Dreamcast. It's a proof of concept of, yes, it can run, but is it playable? Not at this point, not right now. And I'm not sure if GDEMU is even a better way of playing it. I mean, I watched RGT play it, just bits and pieces of what he had in his video, and I thought it ran pretty good. But there is bugs. There is graphical glitches and stuff too, so you have to, you know, take what it is. Yeah, man, I'm streaming it. That's right. Welcome to the stream. I wanted to play GTA 3 on the Dreamcast. Welcome to the stream. It feels great to be doing something Dreamcast related too, because, you know, I used to do all the YouTube videos back in the day for the Dreamcast. Not all of them, but I was more of a Dreamcast YouTuber, doing a lot of homebrew stuff, commercial stuff, etc. Yeah, I don't know how well your Dreamcast is going to work, Troy, man. You know how corroded these drives can get. Man, I remember my Dreamcast when it died, and I don't think at the time there was such thing as a GDEMU, so I was like, yeah, whatever, throw it away. I think I may have sold it, can't even remember. I think he's like, oh, I want it for a case. I think I sold it to a guy, and he said, I just wanted to get the case for it. And my case is slightly damaged because of my my cousins. Well, one cousin tripped over it, and it fell onto the ground, busting the fan cage. Okay, so let's see how this is going to play out. Will I be able to play this on time? Okay, so I guess we go up here. Cool. Yeah, I only have 2 Dreamcasts, man. And like I said, the only reason why I kind of jumped or disbanded the Dreamcast was more or less so because everybody was doing something different. Like you were changing too. We were doing the Dreamcast thing for so long, man. It's not to say that we hated the Dreamcast, but you know, you just kind of get bored of doing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, so I guess she gets out of the car, and then we can go get another one. Doesn't seem like it's a generally hard mission. We have another girl over there, which, of course, again, I'm driving down the wrong road and not paying attention to the map too well. Yeah, I think I tried out some of your stuff. I think I have your emulator on the Wii. I think you said you did the Commodore 64 on the Wii as well. I don't know, man. I'm so lost. I'll tell you, even though like as I'm getting older, man, my memory's horrible. Okay, so this car is taking a lot of good damage. I should be a little more careful. Okay. Yeah. Well, I see your life, man. You know, you got a family and. You know, that's what happens as we get older. At least not for me yet, but I know eventually that will be coming. I will be happy to have somebody in my life. Alright. There's one of those cop coins. Okay, so we're going to go up here. I should have started with the one that was far away. That way the rest that are close by are easier to get. Ooh, boy, that's nasty. So I didn't really pay attention to the mission. Of course, she's at the top. She's at the top. So I don't know if I was supposed to collect them all, but I suppose so. This is a game of Pokemon after all, ain't it? Gotta collect them all. Okay. Okay, so there she is over there. What an odd spot to have some random girl on the road. Okay, come on. Okay, so you do have to press down. Your youngest is 19. Holy crap. Jesus, man. Like, even at my age now, I'm seeing girls like my age having kids at 19. And I'm 40, okay. I can't believe how fast time flew, man. It's only yesterday, I was out there on... using the IRC client and joining DCMU chat and whatever we were doing back in the day. Man, I remember joining some of those chats with you and Blue Crab and all that back in the day. Hey, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. As you can see, this is Grand Theft Auto 3 on the Dreamcast, which was brought to you by a bunch of developers, and two of them I actually know, which is Ian Michael and Felko Geargis, which I'm going to start just... I'll say his name, just Felko. I enjoyed a lot of the things we did back in the day, you know? Like, it was fun little teams we had, you know? I didn't develop anything, but I helped, you know, do some trailers for the SD adapter back in the day, and I remember a lot of developers coming and saying, hey, can you like do a little trailer for my game for the SD adapter? And I'm like, yeah, man, let's do it up. Alright, get in the car. I got 3 more to go. Alright. So just remember, folks, I will be looking back and forth at the chat. I'm feeling like this is more playable now. Like, I'm not even paying attention to the alpha bugs. Oh no, cop's on my butt now. I didn't see where that cop came from. Alright, so we get there and get her out of the way and get away from the cop. See if I can get over this ledge, which I can. Yeah, I did a lot of testing for a lot of people, even Ian Michael, man. Oh, it did pass. Okay, that's cool. Right on. Yeah, I did some tests for Ian Michael. I remember there was a developer here in Canada as well, Vancouver. I think he stopped, maybe because he was annoyed with a lot of the recommendations I asked. Yeah, GTA 3 on the 64. Yeah, I don't know. That would take a lot of decompression of textures and stuff. Very, very hard to do that. I mean, it was released on later systems as well. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to walk out, so we'll do that. I honestly never even played this game for that long when I originally had it on the Xbox. So, yeah, I own it. I own it on the Xbox, part of the Trilogy collection, as well as PC. I got it just before the Trilogy release because they were selling it for like $5 or something. So what you're seeing here is the Steam release of the original game. But I think like even if you use the remastered Trilogy on this, the graphics are no different. So I don't know if there is any difference there. GTA 3 is 21 years old. Are you kidding me, man? Did you just make me feel that much older? Holy crap. Where the heck did my car go? I thought I had a car. Okay, well, looks like a car disappeared. Now that might be an alpha bug. And there's a cop over there, so we're going to watch out. Yeah, I think I first played it on the PC on a very horrible Hewlett-Packard. Because I remember back in the day, my father wanted to get a Hewlett-Packard or a PC just for his business. And he also, he was taking in consideration what I wanted it for too. So I remember talking to the guy at Future Shop here in Canada, which was now officially Best Buy. And he's like, yeah, this is a gaming machine. Yeah, I'll play games. And like I knew nothing about computers at that point. Like it didn't have a graphics card. I think it was like some crappy P3, Pentium 3 machine. I remember we tried playing Grand Theft Auto 3 on it, and the graphics were just complete junk. Like it couldn't process the graphics. The frame rate may have been even horrible. I think I tried playing Phantasy Star Online 1 on it, and that I think was okay, but I can't remember. Yeah, man, holy crap. This time playing these games, like, jeez. As you can see, there's the stutters. Yeah, man. Alright. I do remember doing this mission, actually. So I don't think this game used copyright music, so hopefully I won't get into any trouble. But part of the problem of using this alpha version of the game is I can't turn off the radio. Just turned 22 months ago. Yeah, and part of the sadness of that is I can't remember Sean Penn's brother. I can't remember his name, but he was in the game, and it's sad that he is no longer with us. He was a great actor, very funny guy, but he had his issues. Okay, so it's on the other side, as I can see on the sign there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, like obviously the distance loading is a little off on the Dreamcast, but it's cool that like as you get further or closer, you can kind of see the signs a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to see what this mission's about. I didn't even pay attention to it. Okay. I wish I can like auto center myself. So there's many cameras and stuff. I didn't even show you that. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I was driving. I picked up that car. Okay. So now we got to drive it into the shed. Okay, now I got it. All right. Hey, get back into the vehicle. Okay. All right. You just caught it. Another little bug. Okay. So now there's a bomb in it. And we got to go park the vehicle back at the bistro and make sure that I don't kill myself at the same time. Which means not blowing up the vehicle. And of course driving into walls and stuff. Like I said, I do feel like there's a little bit of input lag, and that's mostly because of the frame rate. But it is fairly playable, as you can see. Just a little bit of stuttering here and there. Very amazed to see this running on the Dreamcast. Amazed. It's not something I generally wanted to see back in the day, just because, you as a kid you're just like, oh well, whatever, man, I can play it on this system. But to know the technical aspects of having a game like this run on the Dreamcast, yeah, that's just simply amazing. Okay, so now this guy, I'd love for him to get out of my way. That'd be great. Doesn't matter because I'm supposed to go into this here. And the stuttering is taking up a little bit here. Okay, just got to check to see if the stream's going. Because I have had issues where it disconnected on me in the past. Okay, new engine and paint. The cops won't recognize you. Cool. No cops were on me anyways, but whatever. Okay, so now we got to go drop this vehicle off, and we have a whole minute to do that, so let's see if I can get there on time. A whole minute. Okay. Okay, yeah, of course. I gotta like that, you know, it's like playing Road Rash. You gotta get there quick and get hit by a car. You should get up there. Okay, so we have 45 seconds left, and we're pretty much there. So I think we just drop the car off and leave. Put the car in the correct position. Okay, let's get realistic here, eh? Okay, well, that's great. Yep, that's awesome. Now if I could center myself, that'd be even better. I'll just change the radio station while we're at it. Okay. Are you kidding me? You're going to be that sticky with that? Come on. Okay. Activate the car bomb and get out of there. How do you activate the car bomb? I guess, okay. Okay. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to do that again. Anybody remember how to activate the car bomb? Darn it. Well, we're going to do the mission over again. Sneaky boochies. I'll tell you what. God dang it, Bobby. Alright, I gotta go save. Should be B, I think. Oh, so you played the Dreamcast version? I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll try it out, man. Alright, so the B button. Hopefully that's what it is. Just gonna go save the mission. We've got to go save the mission. Make sure that we can save and not have to worry about losing our process. Yeah, there we go. Gordon. Alright. We'll get in here and save the car, do the save, and do the mission over again. Yeah, I'd like to see more stuff like this being done. That'll be cool, man. Make a lot of cool little videos. Okay, so we'll save there. Okay, so it's always the B button. Even on keyboard? You think on the keyboard too? Press the B button. It has to be B. You know why? Because it's a bomb. A bomb starts with the letter B. Alright. Cool. Let's get back in this car. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Let's get out. Cool. If any of you guys watching right now, don't forget to click that cool little join button. Not sure when I'll be on. I'm always off and on, you know, like whatever's going on in this crazy mind of mine. Okay. Gotta tell you, I really love that stuttering. It's really something to be playing. But again, it's an alpha. You can't blame the developers for that. And being that it is alpha, it is something that might be possibly fixed in the future. But it is the CD-ROM as well, so again, all performance fixes have been made more or less for the GDMU. So if you get yourself a Dreamcast, get yourself a GDMU. Don't skip on that. Alright. Here we go. Alright, get out of the car. Yes, sir. Mike Lip's Last Lunch. That's cool that I'm actually still playing this, to be honest with you. I actually started playing Grid Legends on PC, and I gotta tell you guys, if you play modern games, go play that game. If you like Grid, play that game. For many years, after like I used to talk to friends about the sequels and stuff, and they were always saying stuff like, it's not like none of these games are a true sequel. I don't know if there's any of the that had to be cut out. You mean like for the Dreamcast release? No, I think it's like the full game. I'll tell you, setting this up was a bit of a pain in the butt because you have to use something called Dream SDK, which is like a way to develop games for the Dreamcast. Of course, it's a homebrew environment, and there is bugs in the environment, so some of the bugs were trying to make the image for this to work. You could make the image for GDEMU, and it was like 900 megabytes, right? So the first pass of the making the image will fail. Like some of it will be made out or whatever, but you have to run it a second time in order for it to fully go through. And then I did do that, right? But I did not realize that you had the option of making either or. So, and by either or, I mean there was a CD-ROM image you could make, or you can make the GD-ROM. So what I did was I deleted the GD-ROM because I had so many issues trying to compile. I had to repackage, rebuild. And eventually I finally was able to come across a 200, I think it was like a 284 megabyte file for CD-ROM. Whereas, yes, the 900 meg was made for the GDEMU. Okay, so now we go up here, and we can go over this stupid thing here. No, we don't want to do that. You're trashing the vehicle. Get it repaired. Yeah, we will. First, we gotta get the bomb. Gotta get that bomb, man. Alright. And like, I don't really know much about this game, to be honest with you. I loved it when I was a kid. Yes, a kid. But I don't know if there was like any DLC or side missions and stuff. I can't remember that about the old game, so... Or about the game, because you're seeing it right here. Okay. But if there's anything added in the remasters and stuff, that might be in this one. I'm not sure. The only thing is that I'm using the original GTA 3 release, not the remaster. Because that's what I have. I don't have the remastered version of the game. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to buy the remaster just to play it on Dreamcast. I will try the original release. And here it is. Right here on the Dreamcast. Yes, I'm running this on disc. It's awesome. Could be better. But it is kind of awesome. Because that's the way people play the game. Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can get up here. I don't know much about the camera here, if I can like move it around and stuff. Bit of a pain. Okay, new engine paint job. Cops won't recognize you. Okay, so we gotta remember what I was supposed to do here. Okay. I got 2 minutes to do this, and then I'm gonna drop a... Oh yeah. Thank you, bud. Get... Okay, so... Thanks, man. I'm not going to get it repaired again. Oh, wait, I have to. That's a pain in the butt. Dang it. Alright. Cool. So, I guess I'll just go back down here again. And make sure I don't, like, hit stuff when I get out. I'm not a very good GTA player, man. Yeah. Yeah, I just like, well, I have a bunch of CDRs around, so... I needed them for, you know, Dreamcast related stuff, which I haven't done in a very, very long time. So I decided, as this got released today, yeah, I'll use a CDR. I don't know how many CDRs I have left, mind you. I do have a bunch of CDR-Ws and DVD-ROMs and stuff like that. Oh. That stuttering really helped me there. Boy, am I sucking at this bad. Hopefully I can get this stupid mission over with. Alright, so now we'll go back over there again. Now that I got like a minute and 35 seconds to do this. Don't worry. Don't worry, I will beat this eventually. Okay. So I know that we just go into this spot here. So you actually beat this game? Because I never did. I came close to... The only game I beat was GTA 5. I got close to GTA 4, beating that. But yeah, never really put much time into the games. In GTA 4, I think I get the bad ending because his brother died. Yeah, see, there's the controls. A little off there. What was his brother's name again? Some silly, funny name. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get me in there, man. Okay, so now we're here. I want to make sure I'm getting in there properly, but... Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm pressing the B button. That's not working. Okay. Okay, I don't care about the camera. Okay, bomb is armed. Get the heck out of the car. Get out of there. I passed the mission finally. Sweet. Yeah, Roman, that's it. Oh, it's his cousin. Yeah, okay. I love that game. I thought GTA 4 was amazing. I think it was the down button, or A. Gotta remember, this is the Dreamcast. You know, it's kind of like the Xbox controller where the A and B buttons are opposite. There we go. Mission has passed. Like, as you can see, the game is rather playable, minus the stuttering that you see, and some of the graphic, the input lag being pretty existent because of that frame rate issue. I was gonna go get that heart, but there's no real reason to do that. Thank you very much. Like, I'm not a very big pro at these games at all, so what you're seeing is kind of luck. Okay. I'm not going to save. We'll do the next mission, and then I'll save. So hopefully it's going to be an easy mission too, just like the last one was supposed to be. God dang, dry my lips, man. I hate this Canadian weather. It's so horrible. I can't afford that way of living. I can't go to America. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I got a couple of games on in my head right now that I want to do for the stream, and yeah, they're gonna be pretty cool, man. Okay, cool. I don't need to see the FMV. If I really wanted to pay more attention to the game, I'd play the actual PC release, man. Okay, so there's the gun shop over there. I gotta see, do I still have a gun? I have died a few times, haven't I? Yes, I did. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go get a gun. And then we'll see. I gotta tell you, this setting up the stream is crazy as heck, man. Doing stupid green screen stuff. It's crazy as heck, man. And then, of course, all the devices that I have to have, like, right beside me. Like, I have my Chromebook to see your guys, see the chat. And then I have another screen to see the work of the stream. And then I'm using my TV as the thing for the Dreamcast. Okay, so I can just go walk in there now. I might get a new vehicle as well. For the authenticity, well, you know what? Dreamcast was going to be authentic at some point. But it got discontinued. The Dreamcast got discontinued. Because I think I think some developers had spoke about how, yes, it's pretty cool that some people are working on this right now. But they didn't have the the techniques at that time to really optimize the game too well. Yeah, I find it's amazing to see this running on the Dreamcast. So cool, man. Because I never thought this game would get released. Even officially, I didn't know there was one being in the works until the one that's being worked on right now. Whoops. Okay, wasn't paying attention there. Okay, get out of the way, you punk. Okay, you want to die? Get the hell out of here, man. Obe Vermashi, if that's how his name is pronounced, and I'm not sure if I'm correctly saying that right, so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. All I know is the original guys that I was friends with from the early 2000s, and that's Felco and Ian Michael. Ian Michael is a really good friend of mine, and well, I haven't spoken to him in a little while. It's not that we hate each other. It's just he's been busy, and I haven't really been doing much in video production in a while, so that's where it is for me. Okay, so looks like this is going to slow down. Okay, all right. So I'm going to shoot these guys, I guess. Okay. Now I'd love to see if I can straighten myself out. Yes, it is the X button. Okay. It's kind of sticky. Nope. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Very hard. Very hard. Okay. Take him down too. Cool. Now we can get some more ammo. And see where this guy is over here. That's a car. And it's running off. So now I have to get a car. Which of course there's no vehicles around. Yeah, I'll tell you, when like in the early days of Ian Michael with the Dreamcast, he did a lot of cool stuff, man. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's out of here. Gotta do it over again. Yeah, he did a lot of Neo Geo stuff, like emulation stuff back in the day. Single game arcade, which I thought was so freaking awesome. I even requested some games be done too. I don't know if it was Street Fighter I requested. Because somebody requested that. I think he did do a port of the Street Fighter 2. I may have requested Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not even remember that. So, yes. And it was pretty funny because, like, back in the day, I didn't know, because he had this website, it was called IMG Tech, and I didn't realize after that IMG stood for Ian Michael, and I guess the G was for games. Oh, it was IMR, that's right. So, yeah, because he had his nickname, which was Reaper. So, Ian Michael Reaper, yeah. But now you can generally find his old website using the Wayback Machine. I can't even remember the exact address. I had it saved somewhere, but then you could find all of the old titles that he released, some game ports as well, and some of the emulators that he worked on as well. Yeah, that save menu takes a little while. And look at that car bumper. It's, okay, I guess it doesn't want to come out. Yeah, that's glitched. Guess we'll get a new car. Okay. I don't know if getting a new car will allow me to get that car out of there. Hopefully it won't remain there. Okay. And as you can see, well, Troy was in here. I'm not sure if he's here now. And he did a lot of cool stuff for the Dreamcast as well. Game ports. I think he did Digger, which was a game I think I requested. That game was cool, man. That was pretty big fan of Digger. I did request Dope Wars back in the day as well, and I think that was originally done by a Canadian developer. I can't even remember his name. He didn't last too long. He came and went away, but he was from Vancouver, I think. Okay, so I'm trying to find a car, and they keep going away. Okay, can I get off this? Okay, so here's, yeah, another little bug is you just can't get away from the car. Now, I know originally that was something in the original game, too. Okay, so we're going to do this mission over again. And the cop spotted me, I guess. Reversing is really slow, and I don't know if that is normal in the original game either. But maybe that's something you know. JJ122922. I'm just going to call you 922 from now on. Alright. Alright, 922. Okay, so we're going to go and do this mission over again. And it should be easy. Hopefully it will be easy to do. Just got to remember to just hope to have a car that's close by. Because as soon as you kill those guys off, that car just drives down the street. Yeah. Well, that was generally something they used back in the day, right? Like Nintendo 64, they used fog to give better performance to the game. Well, that's generally what they had to do here as well. There's some parts that make it better than the PS2, but for performance-wise, you're getting better out of the PS2. Graphics-wise, you're getting better for the Dreamcast, I say, because I think both versions of the game have some form of fog. So, but the port for this is using the PC release. So I mean, PC, and I'm sorry, but I am a PC dude. I forget what the slang is that people use these days for PC. For PC people. It's the PC people. Okay, so now I'm going to go grab that gun again. Okay. Hard to pay attention and look at the chat at the same time, but you know, that's a normal thing when you're doing Twitch. Alright. So I'm just going to get in this car. Wah, wah, wah. I remember I had a cop chasing me. Oh, wow, I guess that kind of went off pretty easy. I got away from it. Okay, so now we're going to go and get a gun. And I keep, oh well, you know what, there's a tunnel down here, so. Well, I didn't realize it was going to be a little more difficult to get through, so we're just going to go back around again. Hey look, there's the moon. That's kind of fading into a building somehow. Alright. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go into the gun shop and get another, we'll get some more ammo. Yeah, whatever. You left a 9 in the yard, so let's, I guess I shouldn't have had to pick up that ammo. Oh, look at that. I got more ammo now. Sweet. Okay. Like I said, I'm a noob, so don't blame me for being a horrible gamer, man. Okay. So yeah, be very thankful. If you got yourself a Dreamcast, check this out. I'm going to leave links in the description for this release. There is also a guide as well to set it up, even though it is slightly difficult. Now I can't remember what way that guy's coming. It's going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? Okay, so now we got the gun. Come in this way. Okay, get off this little video here. Okay. Okay, so we come in here, and hopefully none of these guys will be in the way. Okay. Okay, yeah. So again, the fighting is a little wonky. And he's gone. Okay. So, there he goes. I'm going to fail the mission. And I got stuck in there. Beautiful. Man, I'm very horrible at this game. And he's gone. And I can't remember where my car is. There it is. All the way over here. So next time, I should park it on the other side if I can remember what part of the map I'm on. Come on, get in the vehicle. I didn't mean to do that. Stupid bug. And of course, busted. Beautiful. Just because I shot off one freaking bullet. Alright. Oh, I've been doing this for about an hour and a half. I will try and get this mission completed. And then if I don't, I will put an end to the stream. But as you guys see, yeah, it's pretty cool to be seeing this game on here. I can't remember, is this Liberty City? Because this kind of looks familiar from Grand Theft Auto 4. Punk Noodles. I'm a pretty newbie, big noob when it comes to GTA 4. Good, right in front of the cops, and there's two of them. Sweet. Right on. Okay, so yeah, you use the X button to auto center the camera and smash into big light posts by just driving into them. This is silent GTA. Okay, so now hopefully I can get to the mission on time, because I think it'll get rid of the cops. The cops are gone, so it doesn't matter. And I just have to remember where to park that vehicle. And this is where it's wonky, because the map always goes around in circles and stuff like that, because, you know, things weren't very well presented back in those days. Okay. So we gotta remember where to park that vehicle. Okay, I don't need to go back to the ammo shop. Oh wait, I got busted. So I do have to go get some freaking gun. God dang it. Okay, so let's go get a weapon and then come back down and park at the back so I can get into the vehicle as quick as possible. Okay, right up here. Cool, man. A little slow. Alright, so now I'm gonna get some more ammo just cause I got enough freaking money, I don't care. And then we'll go to the back and get some more ammo from up here. Cool. Great. And then I gotta remember where to park the freaking vehicle, so that I have a vehicle I can get into quickly after I kill those guys. Okay, so we'll go up here. Okay, so it's not that way. Nope. I remember because there's a dead post at the other end of the road. So I should be able to get in there fairly simple. I'm a big noob. Noob Sabat. Of course, there's a car over there too, which makes me feel that that's going to be the car that needs to go. So I'm going to do something kind of funny here. Alright, he's going to try and get into that vehicle, but I don't know if I can block him out or something. Okay, let's see if that does anything. Probably won't. Somehow he'll get in there. Okay. And gotta remember how to do the auto aim. Okay, let's see. Park in the middle of the road so it blocks the car coming down the road. You think so? You think that'll work? Alright, I'll try it. Because I could just sit there too, right? Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm gonna park it here. Just because who knows what he's going to do. I think that's the card that he gets into. So we're going to get in there. And of course, these punks, man. Get out. Okay. That looks like a guy who's going to shoot me too, but I don't know. Oh, of course. Now he's going the other way. Get out of here, man. Get out. Okay, so we're going to run to him now. There he is. Okay, so this mission could be completed. Fuck! Stupid camera. Get out of here, man. Oh, that freaking stutter. I think... And of course, no stamina. That's great. Now I got stamina. Ooh, magically. Now I don't. So he's going to be gone. And somehow he's clean out of here, even though you could see him up ahead. Oh, man, what a pain. So I think the only way to beat that mission is make sure you shoot him, which I didn't. Whoops. Okay. Well, there's only one thing to do. Tank cheat code. Oh yeah, there is cheat codes. I don't know how to take advantage of them in this game though. You probably have to use the Dreamcast keyboard. I do have that wireless adapter that was released by Brook as well, so I can probably use a USB keyboard. But I'm not sure. Alright, we're going to get in there. I do need health. Hopefully there's some health across the street or something. Alright. Yeah, blah blah blah. We know I gotta go kill this guy and this other guy, and that's just how this game plays. Alright, is there health around here somewhere? Does anybody know? Okay. Oh, there's... the hospital's close by, isn't it? Isn't it? There's no time on this, so I can kind of just look around a bit. Decent cars locked in place. That's great. Alright. Good old Dreamcast. Playing a game that I should have played years ago. Freaking Take-Two. Okay, what's in here? Nothing? Is there any health in here? I really hate stamina, man. What a pee off. Okay, so there's no health in here. I thought I could take advantage of that. But nope. Okay, so after I kill those 3 guys off, I could probably like shoot the other guy off pretty quick. I'll try that. Yay. Oh. Okay. Well, you can't go through bushes somehow. That's cool. Okay, so it didn't matter that the car was there, and there's a car on the other side too. He's just going to keep running. But you know what? I felt it better this way because I could get after him somehow. So that's what we're going to do. Doesn't matter. He's there, man. Don't waste the stamina. Alright. Okay, so there's 3 guys, and then I have to kill him. Now let's straighten out that camera, which is kind of sticky on the controller. Okay. Okay, he's up there. We're gonna run to him next. Yeah, man. I did it. You really didn't have to worry about the other guys. Just go for it. Cool. What? The cars go on fire in this game? Man, I really loved GTA 1 back in the day. You go back and play it now, it's like, holy crap, it's hard. The amount of time or missions it took to finally save the game, that's freaking crazy, man. because I believe that you had to like beat a part of Liberty City or something like that to unlock the rest part of the map, and that's how you save the game. Crazy. Well, looks like that bugged up. Yep, I have no access to that. Great. Not that it really matters. Okay, I can get other cars. I don't really care about that. Let's see if it works after the save. Okay. Okay, so we'll save there. As you can see, it has the alpha 0 at the bottom. And who knows, we'll finally get into beta at some point. Now, Telefuchs had said, Obey Vermerge. I think I've heard of him before, but can't remember. Okay, it is unlocked now, cool. Now I have access to my car. It was officially locked in the doorway before that I couldn't get to. Okay. Looks like I'm not officially done the stream yet. Play a little bit more. Because I love mission-based games. I get addicted to them, no matter how buggy and early they are in play. Of course, there's something on Steam that has been talked about a little bit. Some Brazilian developer is making a GTA clone of sorts. I can't really remember the name of the game, but it's been talked about from one YouTuber. I think he's just trying to advertise for the developer, maybe the developer. Not sure, but they're doing work on getting this game released. It looks pretty cool. I'd give it a try, but I can't remember how much money is being asked to play this game, and it's not even fully completed. So that's what you have to take into consideration of games that are in early access. Maybe I'll do a trailer on this and do a Dreamcast SD compatible again. Man, won't that bring back some nostalgia? Alright, alright. It's only 9:35, so I've been playing for about an hour and a half. Okay, cool. Where is my car? It's beat up and right there. Yeah, so I don't know how loud the game is for you guys. No, the SD card reader is not any good, man. It uses a serial port, which, if I can remember you guys saying stuff like it only used 2 megabyte speed or something like that. Very slow. Okay, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to steal this? Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, so we're going to I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Guess I should have listened to the stream, the FMV. I suppose I'm supposed to get a cop car or something? Oh, ram it. Okay, yeah, that looks like it did something. Okay, so we gotta damage it. Alright, that should be pretty simple to do. Ooh boy. Wow, this car definitely ain't doing the job for it, I'll tell you that. And this car is gonna blow right up. Alright. Yeah, so you see there's a little jank with like even smashing into items and vehicles and walls and stuff like that. Lots of stuttering. I believe, again, that's all CDR based. So if you can imagine how slow the serial port is, Troy, it'd be much worse. Besides the fact that, of course, I don't know if you know this as well, that CDA audio had a lot of issues playing on any official Dreamcast game. So I'm not really sure how this plays because I think it uses compressed MP3. Okay, we're done. Now we got to go into this vehicle over here. Hopefully it won't kill us. And it did. Or, yep, I died. Well, at least I know for the next time, I need a better vehicle. Or at least one that's not half damaged. Okay. And, of course, I lost a gun again because I died. Whoop-de-doo. Alright. Now, of course, that vehicle that I seen... Well, there's that vehicle. We can do that one, too. I know, a cop car's gonna see me. I don't really care. But it didn't see me. I'll take advantage of it. For all this stuff that we're gonna go through in an alpha build of Grand Theft Auto 3 for Dreamcast, I'll take whatever I get. Alright. Oh yeah, I don't know. I think I did read something up on that. I think you can restore the mission, but I don't know how to do that, man. Like, I can't remember how you do that in this game. I think you just go up to the mission and do it over. I don't know. I know GTA 4, once you die, you start up the mission again. Like, no, you have the option to select if you want to start the mission. In this one, I suppose you would press the start button and you can select it that way. I don't know. Maybe I'll check that out. It is getting a little annoying to have to keep driving back and forth all the time. Okay. Alright, some good old... Okay, so now we just slam into this guy. Yes, this vehicle takes some good damage on it. Right on. 62 years old, damn it. Yeah, he's old. I wouldn't say he's 62, man. Come on, 60s ain't that old. Alright. Get away, man! What's that noise? Alright, well, this mission is almost done. I think. We'll probably end up having to take that vehicle, as long as the cop will get out of my way. Alright. Cool. So now we get out of the vehicle, and get in this vehicle, and a cop will come and get us. Alright, never mind. Good. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can reload your save game. But that would just put me back at the house again, I think, or whatever. There's not really much of an advantage there, I don't think. If this was an emulator, I mean, I could save it at certain spots. But nope, this is the official game, which I think is pretty awesome. Alright. Cool, man. Now we go down here. Okay, and if I can somehow get into here, that would be cool. And we get inside here, and the cops are instantly gone. Ah, what a good mission. Get out of the vehicle. Cool. Now we can run out. Take it easy. Beautiful. Not bad, man. And you know, like, even though playing this for about an hour and a half or 2 hours now, like, the game hasn't crashed. It's crashed after exiting the game, or if I do the soft reset on the Dreamcast, which I have not done yet. I may take advantage of that just to show you. Go to the payphone. Cool, so we're doing an original GTA mission sort of thing. I guess that's some of the secret missions that our buddy 922 was talking about. Alright. Wow, lots of cool fog, man. Look at all that freaking haze. Now, I really wish there was more cars on the road, but I think that was coded in to give more performance for the Dreamcast, so again, that's something you just have to deal with. Alright. Cool, man. Alright, so there's the phone. Not down that road, but the next one. Okay. And I think we can go over that hill. I'm not going to take my time doing that. Oh, it's just awesome to be playing this on the Dreamcast. I don't care how much I say this, man. This could have been done. This could have been done with a lot of optimization, but I don't understand how you guys do it, man. So there's not much I understand on what different techniques, like if there's anything to change in the future and stuff like that to make games run more with better performance and stuff. But of course I know that Chaos and that have been updated to take advantage of OpenGL, so I suppose that's what's being used for this version of the game. It has come a long way, man. Dreamcast development, homebrew development has come a long way. Direct PVR, well, I guess that would make sense considering on the, of course you can see it in the picture there, just below me, that PVR is being used. So is direct PVR like DirectX, or is it just a different API altogether? I don't know much about development, but I understand API in a way. It is a cool, man. So Chaos has its own graphics API. That's cool, man. Alright, so I guess we come up here, and it's a race. Okay, so this is one of those sort of secret missions. So we better find ourselves a good car to take advantage of it. I didn't want to go this way, but you know what? I'll do it anyway. I can almost guarantee that this race is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Alright, there's an ambulance. They can be kind of fast, can't they? Well, there's a cop car. I want to find a fast car, but I don't know where to look for any because there's none on the streets. Chaos Projects. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Down a constructed road. Alright. I don't care how retro, you know, like the Dreamcast is, man. It was so far ahead of its time. Oh, there you go. Well, there's the first crash. You know what? I'll say this is maybe where I will end the stream. But, you know, it's been fun. It's been pretty cool to be able to play Grand Theft Auto 3 on the Sega Dreamcast. And of course, originally this was not meant to be. You know, apparently Take-Two, I don't know if that was that their name back in the day, or was it Rockstar? I don't know. I don't understand it, the whole thing with them anymore, but yeah, Take-Two, Rockstar, they were going to make this game for the Dreamcast, but I don't think they had the capabilities of taking advantage of the system at the time. And of course, with the system being on discontinuation, there was no reason to actually continue making the project. And of course, again, being that you know, me and you, Troy, were part of the Dreamcast scene, we would see people in the forums constantly ask things like, "Can you get Grand Theft Auto 3 running on the Dreamcast?" Yeah, there was lots of that. I remember seeing lots of that, man. You think it was a discontinuation of the DCA? You know, I would totally agree with that, 100%. Yeah, there was a lot of issues with that. Now, I'm friends with someone who thought, of course, with Half-Life being released for the Dreamcast, that Sony got Valve to discontinue Half-Life for the Dreamcast because, well, we all know how Half-Life was. It was a pretty amazing game, and to have that on the Dreamcast, that might have made a name for the system. And it's a shame, too, because as soon as the system was discontinued, there was a lot of freaking amazing games that got canceled, that ended up on other systems that were very popular. Like, it's just a shame where Dreamcast ended up going. And now the only way it's being played is through the homebrew community. And of course people are playing the commercial games, but there's also emulation, homebrew games, and stuff like that. The Zash project is in progress. Well, what's Zash, Troy? Of course, if you don't know this already, GPF Troy was originally a homebrew developer for the Dreamcast. He made tons of cool stuff. A Half-Life engine. So is this like a complete rebuild of Half-Life for the Dreamcast? Because I know that we got a pretty much completed version of the game, minus the save feature was kind of bugged, and that had to be kind of finalized before the completion for the project. Oh yes, for making your own maps for DC. Of course, if people don't know this too, there's a lot of like Half-Life mods for the Dreamcast. One of them involving Counter-Strike, which of course not online for the Dreamcast, but did have like a single player mode, if I can remember correctly. I remember playing that years and years ago. There's tons of cool, amazing stuff for the Dreamcast. I will put a link for DCA 3. Of course, that's the name of this version of GTA 3 for the Dreamcast. So I will put that in there for the download. And you can see the credits to the developers that include Felco and Ian Michael and several others. And, of course, the testers as well. And facts on how to build the image yourself, which is, again, a kind of a tricky process to do, and you really have to have the knowledge on how to do this. I didn't even know if I was doing it correctly. I did run into a few issues, but I got it made. Oh, right on. So you see it right here. GPF Troy is making a Carmageddon port to the Dreamcast called Death Race. Cool. Now that would have been awesome to see on the Dreamcast, considering I think at the time the only release was for the N64, and it was a very horrible port. And that would have been another release for the Dreamcast that could have got some good hype. So yeah, that's Dreamcast for you. A system that was way ahead of its time when it was released. And unfortunately, I think the other demons to the Dreamcast were the ports from other systems, that including games like Rainbow Six from PlayStation and V-Rally. I mean, V-Rally looked okay. I thought it looked a little bit better on the Dreamcast. But games like Rainbow Six, yeah, cool, you can play it in 480p, I believe, but the textures were generally nothing that amazing and looked pretty identical to the PlayStation. Works on emulating. Need to get it working on hardware still. Okay, that's cool, man. I wouldn't mind doing a little video on that in the future, man. You tell me about it. I'm going to turn off the system, and we're going to look at the save files again. So why don't we do that? Well, we actually never really did look at them. I did take some pictures, and I put them on my Facebook, but we didn't take a look at it here. So we're going to do that now. We can actually look at save files for a bunch of other games and homebrew games and stuff like that that I had saved over the years. Alright. Oh, wait. I forgot. You have to have the disk tray open. That's right. And it might crash. Or not even load at all. So we can turn it off and turn it on again. And we'll get in there. Okay. So we're going to get in there now, and here we are at the Dreamcast BIOS menu. And of course, I do have that hacked BIOS file that changes the theme, and as soon as you press the start button, you can do this cool stuff. This was originally for Pio Pio. Ah, yes, I think it's because I have Radquake on here that was made by, again, Ian Michael. So yeah, it's kind of cool that you can kind of press the start button and you can move the BIOS menu around, etc., and still have access to the BIOS. So as you can see, yes, the Quake icon there is Radquake. I have one block left. So it looks like as you get further into GTA 3, it does use up more blocks, it looks like. Because I did originally say 62 blocks. That is just, yeah, so I think, I know that Ian Michael used this for Radquake. I don't know how he was able to do it. I don't remember what he had said. But I know that this was originally, it was used with Pio Pio back in the day. So you'd have to talk to Ian Michael about that, see what he did. But yeah, as soon as you press start, you can do all this cool stuff. With the Pio Pio one, it actually looks even better because I think there's like a Pio Pio character in the background. Something with the IP.bin. Yeah, I don't know much about the IP.bin. The only thing I knew about the IP.bin was, you used it for the game or whatever when compiling a CDI file. But yeah, that's crazy, eh? Like, there's the GTA 3 file, and it looks like it gets bigger and bigger as you get further into the game and make more saves. Kind of reminds me of how Half-Life runs. I don't know if it's because of the previous save that I did on there that is actually gone now, but still remains. And I think this went up a bit too. I can't remember. No, that's right. So that was originally 57. And yeah, so that would equal to 62. But I don't know if this one right here was for GTA. I think that was for translation for that wrestling game. Fire Pro Wrestling, yeah, Fire Pro Wrestling for the Dreamcast. I thought I had Pio Pio on here, but I'm not sure. As you can see, I do have Capcom versus SNK2. I do have the Japanese version of that. Bought that from my buddy Rio. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, that's all I can really show you. The video mode is a save. I don't know if that's generally something you have to do because by default the game actually uses that. But I think this is where I'm going to end it now. Like, there's not much more to show you. That was GTA 3 on the Sega Dreamcast. And if you like what you see, give me a like. So, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you want, man. This will be up on YouTube, and every stream that I do will end up on YouTube. So, oh, hey, how are you? I'm sorry you're late into the stream here, Bolshev 53. But, yes, I just finished GTA 3 for the Dreamcast. But you will catch this on my YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/DCeric. So you'll be seeing the video there. So if you want to check it out there. I thank you guys, Troy 992. I'm not going to say the whole name, man. Just too many letters and words. And there was some other guy too. Sorry if I can't remember your name off the bat. There's a couple other people. Thank you guys for watching. I will have tons of other videos in the future of cool indie games, homebrew games, some AAA stuff as well. And yeah, thanks again for watching. And it was pretty awesome having you guys here. And, learning about the Dreamcast homebrew community, as well as seeing how much is being done in the Dreamcast community right now. So, yeah, GTA 3, Dreamcast. It was officially going to be made, but it was canceled as the Dreamcast was discontinued. That's what we believe, me and Troy. And, yeah, now it's being released years and years later. Alright, guys, take care for now. Catch it up on YouTube, and we'll see you again soon.